In a division as stacked as featherweight, it's sometimes hard to keep track of every prospect and new fighter. People tend to mostly look at records and highlights to determine who to follow, get behind or hype up. Someone that might have flown under the radar recently is Mean Hakeem Dawodu, a Canadian striker with a 6-2 record inside the UFC and only one finish. This to some might sound dull or unimpressive, but what he does inside the cage is very interesting indeed, and we can learn a lot from it. To start with, Dawadu primarily scores from range with leg kicks, which he sets up with his footwork or with feints, but he excels like few others in MMA at using them as counters. Anytime his opponent plants his lead foot, Hakim will look to disrupt him with a leg kick, and on top of that, he is excellent at countering his opponent's kicks with his own kicks, immediately kicking back at any missing leg attack from his foe. Leg kicks allow him to land clean strikes consistently and also play directly into the rest of his game. With the leg kicks now established, Hakim likes to layer his attritional work by going to the body. His front kick to the body is a long-range tool, and front kicks are rarely defended against consistently in MMA, especially when paired with other kicks, which keeps his foes guessing and slowly saps away their energy. When getting kicked from the outside, opponents will usually try to close in on Dawadu, but the body attack does not stop there, as Hakim is also a very adept body puncher, with his left hook to the liver in particular, aiding his attritional goals tremendously. His hooks to the body are also a great tool for grabbing underhooks in case a takedown has to be defended, and they're also a good cage cutting tool against circling opponents. As is the case with most fundamentally proficient fighters, one of Dawadu's main safety leads is his jab. Since it's common for his opponents to try and bridge the gap after getting kicked, Hakim's jab acts as an intercepting counter against swarming opponents. This allows Dawadu to control the distance, reset, and keep the initiative. A fighter cannot avoid collisions forever though, which means clinch engagements, and instead of just using tie-ups reactively to defend himself, Hakim actively looks for them when necessary and turns these collisions to his advantage. His go-to MO is grabbing double underhooks against a swarming opponent, where he uses dominant head positioning to drive them to the cage. From there, he can find openings for knees, which contribute to the attrition, or he can simply disengage and re-establish range. Now this is the part where it all comes together. Dawodu's strikes begin layering, attacking all three levels, legs, body and head. By establishing his threats at long range and forcing his opponent to react, Dawadu can play off his opponent's reactions to put together vicious combinations. This video is based on an article written by a Fight Site contributor Miguel Class. The article title is Hakeem Dawodu Enjoying the Process, and you may find the link to the article in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider reading the article where Hakeem Dawodu's style is explored in even more detail, and if you'd like to see more analytical content, consider subscribing to our other channel, The Fight Site Presents, where we publish long-form content such as podcasts, discussion panels and interviews. If you'd like to support our efforts, please consider joining our Patreon, where you may find all sorts of extra analytical content such as alternate commentary, where we focus on all the nitty-gritty bits of the fights in question. Thank you for watching.